them to learn. And this is a learning experience for them because you are giving them information. And so some of the benefits of infant massage is like it's self-regulation. They learn to self-regulate and self-calm. It improves their sleep. It stimulates growth hormone. And so for a lot of babies that are born premature, or if you want your baby to gain weight, they will gain weight when you do massage because growth hormone is circulated and it just helps with that circulation. It improves body awareness, which actually goes into makes them more body positive as they get older and feel more comfortable in their body. And it also helps relieve pain with and discomfort with teething. And there's also different techniques you could do for have a colicky baby if they're constipated. I'm going to show you a couple of those things today too. So you want to use an oil that is not a nut oil just because of allergies such as almond oil. Oftentimes now, children or peanut oil, they have allergies to nuts, so you don't really know if your child has that or not. So I often use an organic avocado oil, but you can use, a coconut oil as well. And it should be unscented because the baby wants to actually smell you and knows your smell and and recognizes you just by the smell, not only by sight. Oftentimes, I like to encourage dads to do this because it lets them have an intimate relationship with their child because you're doing breastfeeding. And so it gives them another form of an intimate relationship with them. So you want to have a comfortable position for yourself, and whatever that is. Some people, like myself, I like to like straddle. That's my position. Some people, do a ring sit or crisscross, whatever is comfortable for you. You put your baby on a pillow or soft blanket. It doesn't really matter. And the main thing is asking permission to your baby if it's okay to massage them. So you put, a little bit, like a quarter amount of lotion in your hand, and you're in front of the baby, and you rub your hands together, and then present your hands to your child and say, it's time for a massage. Now, the first time you do that, they don't know what you're doing, but after you do it for a while, I've had babies and mothers tell me that they'll stick their leg up in the air because they know that it's time for massage and they enjoy it. You don't have to go through the whole body every single time, but you can if you want to. When your babies start crawling and moving, it's a little bit harder to keep them, in one place. But they'll know when we're ready to do the massage. I raised my niece, and even as a little girl and a teenager, she'd stick her leg out to me when I would talk to her at night. And I just would massage her foot and her leg. And she would tell me everything of the day, tell me everything. So it's really good. So it's interesting that it went all the way through, her high school that she would stick her foot out and have me massage. I just would massage her leg and foot and talk to her about the day. So anyway, so you put a little bit of lotion on your hand and you rub it and present your hands to the baby and say, it's time for massage. And then you say, yeah, may I massage your leg and feet? So a lot of times you start with the legs and feet. And I'm just going to show you, move my leg out of the way, just a couple of strokes today, but you're not going to do anything wrong, if you don't have to have special techniques or anything like that. But you want to do, this one is Indian milking, and you put your hands up right by the buttocks and come down and just switch hands as you go all the way down to the foot. So you try to get full contact. And here I put my outside, I'm trying to get part of the buttocks in there. And go all the way down. Good. All the way down. All right, so there you go, all the way down. Good. And then you can come to the feet, and you can take your thumbs and you just go on the feet, the two thumbs alternating. Just alternating up all the way, like up through the whole arch of the foot. And then I just take each little toe. This my baby doesn't have any toes, but and do just the little milking, like this little piggy kind of thing, and through the whole foot, and just do each side, each foot, each toe, and then you can go to the other leg, and again you just go over and over. And I'm going to show you a couple different things on the arm, but the arm and the leg are basically the same. And go across like this, 2 strokes. And then you go thumb over thumb on the foot, going up the arch all the way to the toes. And then you can do each individual little toe, just kind of a little milking. Like that kind of a thing on each toe. Okay, good. All right. Now the next one we're going to go to is for the belly. So each time you go to a part, you say, may I massage your belly to the baby? And I'm going to show you. So the main thing about the belly is you always want to go in a clockwise direction, because that's how the colon is shaped. So you want to go, want to help that, them to go poop and that elimination. If you go the other way, you're kind of pushing it back in. So that's how you can remember you're always going clockwise. And I'm just going hand over hand. There's several different techniques you can do on the belly, but this is kind of the general one. And you just want to go around. And you're encouraged, and again, just remember, just go clockwise. Okay. If your baby is constipated or has gas and is in discomfort, you do the massage like this first, and then you take their legs and how babies will do this themselves. If they have gas, they'll bring their legs up to try to relieve it. You bring their legs up and just hold it there for about 30 seconds, and then release it down, and then do it again a few more times. And then after that, you go ahead and massage in the clockwise again to help, relieve that gas that they have in there. Okay. Now we're going to go to the chest, and I'm going to ask my baby again. May I massage your chest? And this one is called open book. And you put your hands on the chest and just open it like you're opening a book. And then come down the sides of the rib cage all the way down. Put your hands in the middle, spread out, and come all the way down. And then your hands in the middle, spread out, and all the way down. And hands in the middle, and all the way down. Great. Now this one is called butterfly. This is good for quinoa. So you take your one hand, and I'm going to go across the opposite shoulder. I'm going to show you bring this baby up. And I'm going to go, the baby's flat, but I'm just showing you, put your hand on top of the shoulder and then come down. So it's like you're making a butterfly. So here it is here, and down, and then back, and down. Good. And back. And down. Good. And you can sometimes kind of hold it there for a minute on the shoulder if they have any like tightness or anything like that. Back and down. Good. And then we're going to do the arms. So again, you can do, this one is just called rolling, and you can do this on the legs. The kids actually really like it on their legs and their arms. You put your hands in between on each side, and then you just roll all the way up and come up. So you put your hands on the side and roll, come all the way up. Like I said, they like this on the legs too. And again, you can use that same milking thing that we did on the legs as well on the arms. So anything you do on the legs, you can do on the arms. And there's several other strokes, but these are just kind of basic ones. You can do that as well. And then on the hands, it's called open hand. You go to the top of the hand and just bring both put your hand on top. You can do wrist circles, circle the top of the wrist. And you can turn it over on the palm and just do a little spread out on the palm. Good, and then we'll just do the other side, the arm. You're gonna do the rolling out. So just roll and then bring it up. And this one, you're gonna roll and bring it up. And again, you can do the milking too for this like you did on the leg. Just coming all the way down to the hand. Good, with some open hand stuff on the top of the hand, some circles on the top of the wrist, and then just spreading out the palm. Okay. So you can also do, I'm not going to go into today, but you can do it. You can do a lot of things on the face. You can do things on the neck. And again, it's just like kind of a 4-week kind of course. And I'm sure there's probably things online that will show you different things, but just not going to show you that today. I just want to kind of give you a brief information about infant massage. But one thing I like to do the back. And let's see if I get this. So for the back, you're going to first put your hands side to side like this and just move back and forth and come down the back. And come down the back. And then this one I really like is that you come down all the way to the buttocks, and then you can extend it all the way down their feet. And I like this one because it really connects their whole body. It connects their upper and lower body. And for a lot of the children I work with, they don't have that connection. So I actually do this for a lot of my kids with disabilities, just to connect, so they could connect their upper and lower body. Okay, so those are just some general massage techniques. But again, you can say there's a good time is after bath time. You're putting lotion on. You can just do the legs. You can just do it to the tummy or the back, or if your child's willing to tolerate all this more massage, then you can incorporate a whole body thing. But you don't have to do everything at one time. And but again, like if you do this on a regular basis, your child will respond when you ask, it's time for massage. They will respond to that, and they'll really enjoy it. And it's just such a positive, easy thing to do, and it has so many benefits for not only the child but yourself in having that relationship and close relationship with them. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Oops.
Anyone have any questions? I don't think so. That was amazing. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's very brief, but it's hard to just teach everything in one day. But kind of the main things I want you to do is that you use a non-scented oil and that it's organic. And because if the main reason for that too, if all the babies put their hands in their mouth, and so you want them to eat something that's good. You don't want to be eating vegetable oil or anything like that. And then also you don't want it to have a scent, so they smell you, and then you want to ask permission. That's
beautiful. Yeah, I love that. I think that can be applied to other things that we do with our babies as well. So sure. Beautiful. And do you have a website or social media that we could find you on, or any way we could contact you, an email?
Probably just my email, Elaine Westlake, PT @gmail.com.
Awesome. All right. I will
I
share
did
that with
one-
everyone.
Sorry. Can you hear me? I did have one question, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Hi, Elaine. Thank you for that. I was just wondering if you had any tips on, I can check out some of your stuff on the website, but on massaging the neck, because my little baby, she's 3 months, and she gets kind of a stiff, and it seems she's kind of like favoring one side. So just kind of some easy
Here I am.
help that out.
Yeah, let me just see where I am here to make sure I'm in the picture. Okay. Yeah. So for the neck, you can, so that one for that butterfly is really good to start first, to start getting out of this. And then you can take your 2 fingers and come on each side of the neck and come down onto her, the sides of the neck, that trapezius and stuff like that. So you take your 2 fingers and just come down each side. Yeah. But I would start with the butterfly, and with the butterfly with her, I'd also take your hand and hold it there for about 3 seconds to let. Oh, and one thing I forgot to tell you guys is before you start is for you to take some deep breaths first so that you're in a relaxed state. So if you're in a hurry, then the baby feels everything that you're feeling. So you want to always like kind of take some deep breaths, and actually oftentimes the child will breathe with you when you do that. So yeah, and they just come down and around both sides of the neck like that. And that's
Is that with her face, or with them face up? That
Face
is,
up.
right?
Yeah.
Face up. Okay.
You can, when you do the back one, you can come up on the sides a little bit. Okay. And get the trapezius, just like, so that's a place where a lot of people hold tension. That's another easy way to do it. But usually in front, you just use the 2 fingers and come down, And you want to do, you know what kind of pressure it's not super, hard or anything like that, but you don't want it so light that one thing is that you want it so the baby wants to feel the confidence in your hands, and when sometimes it's too light, it's the same neural pathway as pain, and people, if it's too light, they interpret it as pain. So if you give your hands like, here I am, then they feel confident in you and can relax as well.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, that's great. Thank you so much. We're going to transition into our yoga portion of the class. So,
all right, have fun.
Okay, thanks, Dr. Westlake. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Just got my shirt pulled off here. All right, so beautiful. Before we get started with, you know what, actually, let's jump into our yoga and get our bodies kind of moving a little bit. We've been sitting here